So I text her. I'm like, hey, you want to go to lunch today? I look at my calendar. It's open.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
You know, so I'm like, hey, you want to go get lunch? She's like, actually, I'm busy. I'm like,
Thanks, hon.
okay.
What are some of your like personal habits? What are some of the things you do outside of the business to better yourself or better your family or whatever?
Yeah, for me, it starts in the morning. I mean, first thing I do actually is drink Athletic Greens. It's like this greens powder.
You started and I was like, you drink when you wake up?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I drink.
I had a scoop this morning.
I drink Athletic Greens every day. Right now, I'm doing dry January. I don't drink alcohol a lot anyway. Very rare. It needs to be even more rare. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, dry January is a good way to start.
Yeah, you've been listening to Andrew Huberman, right?
Yeah, he's the best.
He's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, wake up, Athletic Greens. You know, I try to walk outside, actually, take the dog outside.
Oh, this is straight up here, man.
Yes, absolutely.
I check the boxes like a lot. I splash cold water on my face at least.
Cold plunge?
I do have a cold plunge. I usually only do it in the summer though.
You have a cold plunge?
Yeah.
Is it the actual plunge or is it like did you
cold,
make it?
It's an ice barrel.
Yeah,
I have it in my backyard, and I haven't used it this winter. I know some guys.
Yeah.
Some guys that do it in the winter when it's cold outside, like it's 25 degrees out. I can't. I'm not going. I have a hot tub out there too. I do sit in the hot tub a lot. Yeah. Then I look at my schedule and I try to keep my schedule as open as possible. So I'm more interested now in, you know, being there for my team. So I make a couple quick phone calls just to check in. I like to, you know, check off whatever boxes I need to check off, you know, to move the company forward. And, you know, like we were talking earlier, it's being out of the reactionary period of email. That's my biggest issue that I've been dealing with now is I don't need to check my email every 30 seconds and then respond right away. It's like, I'm literally the boss. I can respond whenever I want.
I feel like you and then the guy we talked to yesterday, I feel like this is purposely set up by calling like an intervention.
I just care about you, man.
I don't even know who you talked to yesterday, obviously, so it wasn't planned.
I know, I'm just messing.
It's just apparent, man.
Well, at first, I mean, all jokes aside, kudos to you for freaking setting that up. I mean, that's huge. That reminds me of, Hermosi said that. Like, I don't know if you heard him say
Okay,
that.
yeah.
But he literally says, I don't take meetings before 1 p.m. He's like, you're not gonna dictate my whole day. I mean, he says it a little more, cordial, but
For sure.
I get done what I need to get done without interruptions, and then if I need to do something in the afternoon, I will. And good for you, because like we've already said 100 times, you put the 100-hour work weeks in so you could get to that point.
For sure. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Last week, my wife, she doesn't work. She stays at home, takes care of the kids. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my youngest is in school. He's in preschool Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So she's got the day open in theory, but she plays tennis and she hangs out with her friends. And we do a lot of nonprofit stuff as well. So I text her. I'm like, hey, you want to go to lunch today? I look at my calendar. It's open.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
You know, so I'm like, hey, you want to go get lunch? She's like, actually, I'm busy. I'm like,
Thanks, hon.
okay. So it's like she's busier than I am sometimes, you know? So it's like, I'll come home and I eat lunch at my house a lot, or, go for walks in the afternoons. Another one that I like to do. It's like, and I don't do it listening to podcasts. I know a lot of people like to listen to audiobooks or podcasts. I do those things. But when I go for a walk, I just go for a walk.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you throw the rucksack on?
Rucksack or weighted vest.
Okay.
I want to go one level farther and be the guy that carries dumbbells to like kettlebells through the neighborhood. Swimmers carry it all around.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, so to make it actually doable, I'll throw in 40 pounds in the rucksack, but then I'll have a 20-pound plate. It's like one of those handheld ones.
For sure.
And I'll just flip it back and forth every like 2 minutes or so. That makes it a little more bearable. 2 hands, I've tried that before, and there's a point where you're halfway through the walk and you're like,
You're not going to make it.
You're like, I don't know what I'm going to do
Yeah,
here.
but actually, physiologically, I think it's better for you to only have it on one side, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a doctor. So.
I mean, if you keep your core tight and
Yeah.
you check all the boxes. No, I mean, most of the time, honestly, I just go for a walk.
Good.
Like, literally, like, dogs are barking. You can hear the birds. It's all the cliche stuff. But it's unbelievably, like, opening.
Are you on your phone the whole time?
No.